Oh, there's one of you on. Good morning, good morning. If you're on, give me a like or love so I know you're on. I guess one popped off. There said there was one on and this one popped off. So I'll just hang out here for a second to see who joins me. It is right at 10:03. It says I'm connected to YouTube and Facebook, so there's one on. See who joins me this morning. Good morning, Joan. Tuesday's my normal day. I mean, I've been doing Tuesdays for a while now. So hopefully, these guys will pop on. Okay, there's only one on. I don't know if people aren't connecting. Let's give them a minute or two. I've never had this happen. Usually these guys are popping on right away. Maybe they're not seeing it. There's three. There's three. They're coming on. Thanks for sharing, Joan. There's Deborah. Good. I was wondering if anybody's going to join me. We'll just hang out here for a minute to see who all joins me. We'll get started in a minute. You couldn't connect at first. It's windy here. And it did say when I first came on, it said server wasn't responding, but that was for like half a second. And then it clicked on. So I don't know. So hopefully you're on. All right. Let me see. There's only 4 of you. Hopefully people aren't having issues. Nobody's posting other than the page. I'm going to refresh to see if anything happens there. There's 5. They're popping on. Okay. All right. So if you're coming on, say good morning. Good morning, Joyce. Good morning, Carmen. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I have some housekeeping items. Today is Gratitude Week, so usually in November for a week, I'm on every morning. So this is the week. So every morning this week, I'm on live at 10 a.m. Good morning, Linda. These guys are popping on. Good. I was wondering, it's a little slow coming on this morning. But anyway, yes, you need to comment prize to be entered into the prize patrol. There will be a daily prize patrol, and then the grand prize will be announced. I will do a post next Monday, and that is all the projects that I'm doing this week. So comment prize to be entered into both of those. I am doing my mystery boxes. Let me flip the camera so you can see that. I'm doing my mystery boxes. I'm over halfway sold out. So if you're interested in my mystery box, so what is my mystery box? These will be available until Monday, or if I'm sold out, then they're gone, they're gone. So there's a stamp class is included in this. So it's a 6-card class. You will get a half a pack of DSP. You'll get some gems and ribbon to do your cards. You'll get a PDF, and there will be 3 special gifts in here as well. The stamp set, I'll tell you the stamp set I'm using, but that's it. You will not know the projects or the gifts, so it's like a little surprise. So the stamp set I'm using is the One of a Kind bundle. So basically it's a snowflake class. So you can use it for Christmas cards or winter cards. And if you have another snowflake set, you can use that as well. I make the cards so that you can use them interchangeably. So I will post the link after I'm done here in the video. So you can get the mystery box if you want. But once they're sold out, and I opened up registration yesterday morning, and I'm over half sold out. So Keep that in mind. Seasonal sale starts tomorrow. And that is 20% off. These are from the annual catalog. 20% off bundles, 20% off designer series paper, 10% off cardstock, and 10% off ink. I wanted to clarify the bundles. The bundles are already 10% off, so it's an extra 10%. It's not 30% off bundles. It's a total of a 10% off bundles. And everything is from the annual catalog. So that's tomorrow. Starts tomorrow through Friday, seasonal sale. Your order could qualify you for my classes this month. Classes here in the studio, I do a Just Cards and a Stamp-A-Stack every month. This is my last month of Christmas stacks. Classes here in the studio are Monday, November the 25th at 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. Okay, so seasonal sale starts tomorrow. My Shepherd's Care class ends on Friday. And I did share this with you last week, the class. So it is an 8-card class, 4 designs, 2 of each. And here are the cards. Nothing will be stamped for you, but everything will be ready to stamp. You get half a pack of paper. You'll get the gems. All the die cutting will be done for you. So all you have to do is stamp. If you already have the set, you're ready to roll. If not, if you have something comparable, you can use. So here's the one card, and here is the other. There's 4 of them all total. And here's one. And then this one. Okay, so that closes on Friday. Okay, the winner of yesterday's giveaway is Pat Hahn. So Pat gets the heart gems. And then today I'm giving away the Shaded Spruce ribbon. So how do you get entered into the drawing is by typing the word prize in your comment. So if you write prize, then you get it. And then yesterday's projects, here are the yesterday's projects. I use the Peaceful Evergreens. So these will be a part of the grand prize. Okay. Alrighty. Today I'm using Humble Home. Like I said, today's going to be this week is going to be a mix of some of the things in the holiday catalog that I haven't used a lot, and towards the end of the week, I'm going to throw in some of the new stuff that just came out on the online exclusives. Okay, so we're going to use Humble Home. So here's the first card with Humble Home. And the base of this one is Pecan Pie, 5.5 by 8.5. Yesterday turned out to be a really crazy day. Everything was going really well. I did my live, and then, my daughter Hannah works for me. So her and her 2 youngest came, and they weren't feeling well. The kids weren't feeling well. And so I told her, well, we can, we'll just, there's only a few things that was really necessarily that needed to be done. We'll do those, and then you can just take them home because they weren't feeling well. And her baby is, she's 18 months old. And so, so that's what we did. And so, they weren't home. You had terrible wind in Michigan yesterday, did you? It's windy here today. So she took them home, and she wasn't, about 45 minutes later, I get a phone call from her, and she's hysterical. The baby was seizuring. She was having seizures. And she goes, Mom, I don't know what to do. She's seizuring. I don't know what to do. And I said, call 911 and I'm on my way. And she only lives 8 minutes from here. So that was the fastest 8-minute drive. And I did beat the ambulance there because she has a 4-year-old at home, and then she has an 8-year-old that's in 2nd grade. And so we got there, and they took Ellie in, and it was her fever. It was a febrile seizure, but none of Hannah's children none of my children ever did that either. But the poor her fever just spiked really high, really fast. When they got her to the emergency room, her fever was almost 104 rectally. And so they got it down, and of course then I had the boys. I had to pick Easton up from school, and I had them until like 6 o'clock last night. So I didn't get any of my anything else done that I wanted to get done yesterday, but that's fine. That's fine. And we're thankful that it wasn't like an emergency. And they did all these tests and everything and she came back fine. The only thing they could think of was she might have a UTI, like they did a COVID and RSV and all that, and she was fine. They think that maybe she has a UTI, but then of course she was too little to cast, so they put her on antibiotic anyway, and she seems to be fine today. So anyway, that was my afternoon. Crazy event. But this paper is the Iconic Celebration paper, which is online exclusive. And then I layered it on Poppy Parade, and then I used the, I think this is Cherry Cobbler or Red Baker's Twine that's in the holiday catalog. So I layered those together. And then I have a circle that I punched, and we're gonna just do a little bit. I'm gonna add a little blue. I'm not even gonna add any more ink to this blending brush because I've used it so much and there's still a lot of ink on here. And I just want a little bit of blue at the top of this circle. Yes, thank God. Yeah, everything was good. Yeah, it's really hard on the baby. And she was like exhausted. Like when I got there, Hannah was still on the phone with 911 and they said, you have to keep her awake. And she had just had the seizure, and so she was extremely tired. So we had to keep her awake till they got there. Okay, these trees I cut out from the dies from the Peaceful Evergreens. Febrile seizures, yes. And we've never experienced that. I know people have, but we just never have, so it was scary. So, okay, so there is our trees. And now I'm gonna layer this on. And her 4-year-old was so good. He got the phone and he called me, and she was in the background. Like she didn't have her phone with her. And then he unlocked the doors. So the doors were unlocked, and he even tried to get their dog out. And I got there in time to get the dog out before the ambulance crew got there. Okay, we're going to do a bow here to add. But that's why I do what I do. I do Stampin' Up, and then I did still, and I started this about 8 months ago, another income stream, just because I want to be available for my kids, for my girls when they need me. Okay, I'm going to add some glue dots here to add the bow to the card. There we go. Okay, this little tag, I actually embossed with the white Merry Christmas. And then I have this scrap of paper, and we're going to stamp the I call it a gingerbread house. It's just a house. And this piece we're going to add to the inside. And I need to do a refill here. Yeah, she's much better today. Her fever broke, I guess, sometime during the night. And of course, Hannah had her in her room last night. She didn't put her in the crib or anything because she was afraid. Okay, there we go, the inside. Okay, we're going to stamp our house on this scrap piece of white. And we're going to do a little coloring with, I'm going to use crumb cake. We're going to use the light crumb cake here. I'm going to use the smaller end. Or maybe I should use the broader tip. I can't make up my mind this morning. Okay. Oops. Let's make that a little nicer there. Okay. We're going to make the door Poppy Parade. That's all right, Terry. Yes, prize is what you need to do. We're going to make the door Poppy Parade. And just going to make some yellow in the window. There we go. So there's our little house. And we are going to punch it out. And pop it up. That's a small ones. That's a small ones. I have all kinds of small ones here. There we go. We'll just use these. Thank ya. And we're just going to add that there. And then we'll put some small ones on this one. And we're just going to add this here. And there we go. Okay. So there's the first one. If you're coming on late, remember to write prize. I'm giving away this shaded spruce ribbon today. Okay, we're going to move right along. Here is the second one. Now, what would really be cute if I had some peppermint gems, right? Peppermint gems to go with these little, and they're coming. They're supposed to be available again next week. So if you're waiting for those peppermint gems, they said the 18th. Last time they told us they were available, I was checking a couple times and I missed it. And then by the time I was checking a couple times a day, they said they were available. I checked early in the morning, they weren't up. I checked late morning, they weren't up. And then I checked later in the day and they were up and gone already. Somebody had already, they had already sold out. So keep an eye out, and I will try to keep an eye out too if anybody needs them. Okay, I'm going to put white on the inside. Let me move it up so you can see. Yes, the new heart embellishments would work well too. Right, Deborah, you're right. Okay, so I have two pieces of paper here. Here's the DSP. This is from the snow globe, the Snowy Wonder with the penguins and the snow globe. So that is our candy cane paper. And I'm just going to layer that right there. And then this piece is just a piece of basic white, and I'm going to stamp the greeting on it in real red. And it says, "From our house to yours." And Nora must see something. I'm going to stamp it right here. And then I'm going to add that to the top of the card. And there we go. And then I did cut out these two tags from the Greeting of the Season tag set, which is an online set. So we're going to layer those together. And I'm just going to pop this up. That house is cute. You're right. We're going to layer it there. I'm going to take, this is a piece of basic beige, and we're going to stamp the house. I'm going to stamp it in pecan again. And I'm going to color it in with the Pecan Pie Blend. And I'm just going to color like the roof line. I'm not going to color it all. I'm just going to like highlight some parts. And I'm going to, I forgot how I colored it. Okay, there we go. That's all I'm coloring. And we're going to punch it out. And pop it up. Is it out now? I didn't look to see. I knew it was. It had been, but yeah. There we go. And then we're going to bring in that ribbon, that twine, if I can find it. I threw it somewhere here. There it is. And I'm going to do a double bow this time. Thank you, Terry. If you want to be entered into the prize patrol, you have to type in prize in the comment. So I did a double bow. Good job. Yep. And then we're going to add a glue dot. And I'm going to just add it right there. And there we go. And I have some gems here. I thought these might work okay too. I'll just put one right there. And then you can scatter these around if you want. But there we go. Good morning, Jean. There we go. All right. One more. I'm going to switch up colors on you here. Look at this. I'm going to make a purple card. I'm going to make a purple one. I'm using Fresh Freesia for this one. So the base is Fresh Freesia. Thanks for sharing, Terry. Okay, 5.5 by 8.5. Okay, the purple, I don't know if you can see it right, but I did run it through the Falling Snow folder. So that, and I'm going to add the iridescent ribbon, the iridescent sheer ribbon. Thanks, Jean. I have done, a couple years I've done purple cards. You know, because purple, I like purple. I always put a piece of adhesive on the back to seal my ribbon ends so they don't come loose. We're gonna layer that there, and I'm gonna do a bow. This ribbon is so easy to work with. And it was on the unorderable list. I'm not sure when it's coming back. Hopefully soon. Because this is all I have. It's one of my favorites, so. Okay, we'll save that for a minute. Okay, so then I cut out a circle from the Stitched Shapes and on basic white, and then I have a deckled circle from the Fresh Freesia. Yes, I knew you would love the purple. So then we're gonna layer those together. And I'm gonna pop them up. I use all my dimensional paper. I use the sides and everything, so. And then on this scrap paper, I'm gonna clean our stamp. There we go. I'm going to use the Freesia blends. Yes, good. I'm glad. Let's use the light Freesia first. I've even seen where they've taken these and made like two together in a little box for the inside, and it fits a little mint as a little favor. So there's all kinds of ways things you can do. I'm going to make the door the light Freesia. Okay, and then we're going to use the dark Freesia. On this one, I didn't make the windows. I'm gonna do that and see. Put some light in the windows. See if that, maybe not, we'll see. There we go. Okay, let's punch it out. And pop it up. Okay. And then I've done this ahead of time. I've actually embossed Happy Holidays on the banner, stitched banner. I have done purple for Christmas several times, especially with snowflakes. I usually use it with a snowflake stamp. And we're gonna lay that there. I'm gonna bring in our bow that I made, and the glue dots. Right here they are. And add our bow. And I didn't put gems on the original one, but I was digging through my gems and I thought these little flat pearls would be pretty. And there we go. Okay. So there's your cards for today. Remember to comment prize to get in for the drawing for the grand prize, which is all the projects I make this week. The daily prize today is this Shaded Spruce ribbon. The mystery box, over half sold out. So if you want to grab the mystery box, and I'm featuring the one-of-a-kind snowflakes. And then of course my Shepherd Care class. That class closes on Friday as well. And then tomorrow is the seasonal sale of cardstock, bundles, designer paper, and ink from the annual catalog. All right. Okay, guys, thanks for joining me. And I'll see you tomorrow at 10. Have a great